That last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. Jackson will throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And in for the Ravens, touchdown. This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they're a confident bunch, and they're going to need to be. They're facing a group here that is seeking a 5th consecutive victory.
And this head coach knows all about motivational tactics. He was touting his unit all week, saying, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up, ready to go. And he believes that. And
the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. There he goes left side. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, You're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
No, fighting off the defender. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up fourth.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years, but
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 17-0 our score after one.
12. Check three.
They go play action with Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Burrow will throw. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Still 9 remaining on second down. And they go play action now. Burrow. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's a give to Dobbins. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And Jackson throwing once more. Steps away to his left. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know. They get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football. Turnovers in that situation, they're magnified.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Here we go.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Burrow.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow on play action. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and very short, Jackson flushed out right.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 48. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now he's got it. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Burrow looking to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. A final shot before break. Mixon. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Oh, the Jets sweep. Here's Chase.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave...
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go, but how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. He'll buy some time right. Another shot for Bateman. This time he's got it. Puts it on the carpet. It's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
Makes the score Ravens 31.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Dobbins running out of the gun. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Cincinnati. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. It's Burrow. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
This is caught. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. This time Burrow will look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
166 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. The 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Dobbins, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Ravens extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. 2nd and 14.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 38.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Dancing to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.